Good afternoon, Mayfield. It is Thursday, February 27th, and this is our homework that's due tomorrow for this week on the 28th. And I looked in the shoebox, and there were a couple of suggestions, so thank you. The first one I picked, I'm going to have to say no to. Can you do the whole homework, not only one problem? Please, and keep doing videos. Well, thank you. I'm glad that the videos are helpful, but the point of homework is that it gives you some time to reflect at home and see what you can do independently, but we will always check them together on Friday. But I picked a second problem, and that said Lesson 11, Question 2. So let's go ahead and look at that one together. Lesson 11 is right here, Question 2. It says there's 4/3 liters of water, and that's enough to water 2/5 of the plants in the house. And I'm circling that whole thing because of is a really important clue word. How much water is necessary to water all the plants in the house? So we need to write a multiplication equation and a division equation and then solve it. And your improvement with writing equations is really noticeable. So that's been exciting to watch you as you continue with this journey with our dividing fractions. We know that if I take 2/5 of or times the number of plants in the house, I'm going to get 4/3. So that's my multiplication equation, which means my division equation I can reverse and get 4/3 divided by something equals 2/5, which means 4/3 divided by 2/5 is going to give me the amount of water that I need. And now you have a choice. We can multiply by the reciprocal. This is a strategy that your folks and I learned when we were growing up. So that means the 4/3 stays the same, and then we multiply by the reciprocal, which is 5/2, and we get 20/6, and then yes, I expect you to simplify. Both of these numbers are even, so we can divide them both by 2, and we can get 10/3. 10/3 liters is a great answer. If you want to make it a mixed number, you can and get 3 1/3. That's equally great. They mean the same thing. The second strategy we've been looking at a lot is getting a common denominator, which personally, I find magical. 3 times 5 is 15. So I could multiply my two denominators together to get a common denominator, and then I need to rewrite my fractions as equivalent fractions out of 15. Since 3 times 5 gave me 15, I can do 4 times 5 and get 20. 5 times 3 I multiplied to get my common denominator of 15. So I multiplied 2 times 3 to get an equivalent fraction. So 4/3 divided by 2/5 means the same thing as 20/15 divided by 6/15. What's great about the common denominator strategy is now we can just divide, because 15 divided by 15 is 1 and it goes away. And so we're left with 20 divided by 6. But a division problem we can also write as a fraction. The division problem even looks like a fraction. Look at that. And then 20/6 again, we had up here, and we can simplify it by dividing by 2 to get 10/3 or 3 1/3. All right, I hope that helps. We're going to continue tomorrow. If you didn't get a chance to finish the classwork, I'm going to give you some time to do that. We're going to do a little bit more work with volume and fractions next week, and then we'll have our quiz on Wednesday. Thank you so much for your hard work. I enjoy seeing you every day. Bye.